Murphy. Welcome to a social media edition of the Music Universe podcast. You have your debut single dropping today, Wednesday, February 2nd. How does that feel to have music out?
It's actually the most incredible, undescribable feeling in the world. I have grown up as a dancer, and I never thought that I would ever dive into the world of singing, but I've always had a secret passion for it. I just didn't think I could sing. And in the past couple of years, I've just really focused on taking vocal lessons and just getting in the studio and kind of surrounding myself with artists so that I could kind of learn how to be able to do that too. So now the fact that I'm dropping music, it's insane.
So this is more of a passion project than anything at this point?
Yes, hands down.
Now, with the song, it's got an R&B hook, R&B feel to it, obviously pop. Did you co-write it?
Yes, I did, with a girl named Cassidy.
Yeah, and she's got some big talent she's written for, hasn't she?
Cassidy's phenomenal. I am so lucky that I get to write with her. I've learned so much from her.
Yeah, and the song is called What Goes Around Comes Around. And where can fans pick this up? I'm sure all digital outlets, right?
Yeah, it's on literally all music platforms. And if you simply just go to my bio, you can click on the link in the bio and it'll take you to everything. It's on Apple Music, Spotify, all the other ones.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and music videos out as well, right?
Yes. Oh my goodness.
Tell us about that, because I've watched it. It's pretty sultry, it includes a lot of dancing. So what was it like making your own music video as opposed to dancing in others?
It was the coolest thing ever. Like, just to be fully transparent, I like being the boss. So it was really cool to be able to do something that was my vision, and I didn't necessarily have to follow what someone else wanted, which is totally okay. It's just I love being in charge. So the fact that I got to pick the dancers and kind of come up with the vision board with my team and help figure out what kind of outfits I wanted to wear. I got to pick who I wanted to do my hair and makeup. That was the coolest thing in the whole entire world.
Yeah, and you said that this was something that just kind of came up over the last few years with you taking vocal lessons. How long did it take to actually, from start to finish, being a new artist like this, put together the writing, the recording, now the music video, and now the release?
This song in particular, it was probably a 2-month process. The song is actually a true story. Every single lyric in the song happened to me. And I actually walked into the recording studio right after I got off the phone with the girl he was messing around with. And the girl that I was writing with, she's just very relatable. So I walked in there and I'm like, I had actually never met the producer or Cassidy before either. This was my first session with them. And I walked in and I was like, I pretended I was okay. And they're like, what do you want to write about? What's going on in your life? And I was like, oh my gosh, this is what happened. You won't believe what just happened. And she's like, let's write about it. So we wrote. And then we honestly finished the song in a day. The producer got it back to me the next day. I went back in, we added some extra ad libs and all the fun stuff. And then a couple weeks later, I think it was 1 or 2 weeks later, I called my manager. I was like, Jeff, we need to do a music video. I love this song. And then
awesome.
Probably 2 days later, I was on the phone with production. I was like, whoa, you guys actually move fast. This is actually happening. This is real life. And then about 3-4 weeks later, we filmed the video and now we're here.
Wow. Well, that's amazing. And that's quick. Now, is this an independent release or have you actually been signed to a label?
It's independent. I'm starting off as independent.
Yeah. And a lot of people, they start that way and they end that way because they like to be in charge. And I know that's a great thing in this world. And you've got streaming and you've got over 15.6 million social media followers. And that started with your dancing, correct?
Yes, it started with my dancing.
What was your first video that really, was like, oh my gosh, I've done it. I've gone viral, so to speak.
I used to make TikTok dances with my grandfather all the time. And one day we made a stupid little video together and it completely blew up. So I had that video with him. And then I didn't blow up for a while until I posted a video of me dancing in public and that blew up. So for a little bit, my niche was just dancing in public and then posting silly videos with my grandfather. And then I moved to LA and met a lot of people and my niche has definitely changed. So
isn't that something? Yeah, isn't that something? You just post a weird or stupid little video and then suddenly you become a TikTok star. Isn't
It's
that something?
insane. I've always dreamed of being big on social media, so I knew one day it would come. Like I post too much for it to not happen, but it's just the
Hmm.
fact that like I had been trying for so long, and then it was just a silly video with me and my grandpa, and I was like, oh my gosh, that's insane.
Yeah, and that's pretty neat. It's a neat story because not a lot of grandparents are featured with their grandkids, it seems, on social media. So even the grandparents tend to go viral at a time they don't probably even know what that means.
They do. My grandmother, she actually has a TikTok.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she does like little puppets and storytelling for kids. And
Oh,
all the
that's
time
great.
she's like, Mikaila, I have 25,000 supporters. I'm like, yeah, grandma.
There you go. That's awesome. And so we were talking about the single. Is an album in the works?
Yes. That's
Can
all I can really say right now.
Okay, fair enough.
But just expect a lot of music coming from me.
Oh, that's great. And do you expect that you'll release a music video with each one?
Honestly, I'm not too sure about that. I know there's going to be more music videos, but I don't know how many. I think it's just going to go
Sure.
based off of the vibe of the song. Like with What Goes Around Comes Around, I was like, I have to make a visual to this, but I don't want to force it. Like if I make a song and I'm like, I don't really see a visual, then I'm not going to like force it out.
Yeah, I've noticed one thing that a lot of even major artists are doing is when they release a single and the official video is not ready yet, they'll actually put out a lyric video and then maybe later they'll release another video. So sometimes those lyric videos are just as entertaining as the actual official
Yeah,
video.
they definitely are. I can see myself doing a couple of those for sure.
Yeah, totally. And just for those that maybe are new to you through our outlet, what are some of the people, who are some of the people you've worked with? I mean, I've got a list, but I'd love to hear your thoughts on the people you've worked with and just how those collaborations came about.
Are you talking like on social media?
Uh, well, yeah, let's see. I think you worked with, it said Iggy Azalea. Were you, how were you involved with her?
So I actually did some music promos for Iggy, and her team had reached out to me. And they're like, if you promote some of her music, we might be able to have you meet up with her. So of course I did. I was like, oh my gosh, Iggy. And that was when I hadn't even moved to LA actually. I was out here just on a trip. So I was like super starstruck by the whole LA scene in general.
Hmm.
So I did the promos, and then her team hit me up, and she actually came to an Airbnb I was at with a bunch of influencers, and we just collabed with her. And Iggy was so humble. Like she's one of the nicest people I've met still to this day in LA. So I am definitely a big fan of her now, just by the way that she like handled herself around everybody. She was really, really
Wow,
cool.
that's awesome. And it looks like you've worked with some brands as well, correct?
Yes. I worked with Too Faced Makeup, which was really cool. As you can tell, I'm not really a makeup girl, but I love my lashes and I love my lip gloss. And I actually got to work with their plumping lip gloss, which I wear
Mhm.
every day. So that was a really, really cool opportunity for me. And then I've worked with other brands, just like Fashion Nova and stuff, because, I love clothes. So those have been really, really awesome. And then the majority of the stuff that I do is I actually do like music promos on my page, which is awesome because every day I get to dance and I get to make money doing what I love. So I just get to dance to people's music. So it's going to be
Oh,
cool
wow.
also to be on the other end because now I'm going to have people dancing to my music.
There you go. You can really extend your social media reach that way because then you could share videos of people that are doing your music as opposed to the other way.
Yeah, it's going to be so cool. I get to kind of experience both sides. And I feel like that's
Yeah.
not really a common thing people get to experience.
No, you're right. I actually started playing music and now I'm reporting music. So it's kind of done the same thing with me in a way. But are you planning at this point to like do any like performing of the music live anywhere?
Yes, I am. Again, I can't go into like too much detail of that, yes, because like everything is still kind of in the works, but I'm definitely
Mhm.
going to be doing some live performances.
No, that'll be great. So, yeah, Mikaila, it's been awesome. You have anything else that you'd like to add? I mean, I know that your followers are hopefully going to watch this. If you want to plug your socials, where can people find your music, find your dancing, know all about you?
Every single social media platform that I'm on is the same username. It's Mikaila Dancer, Mikaila Dancer. You can find me on TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, YouTube, Twitter, Facebook. And I just want to thank everyone for supporting me, especially at the start of this new journey that I'm starting. Thank you guys so much.
Well, absolutely. Very humble and glad to meet you and good luck. And we'll hopefully see you soon.
Thank you so much.